I need to see something. This is bugging me. And I have like 4 hours before the time that I usually come on. But I just need to know, is there something special about my going live on my phone? Because, you all, are interacting with me when I go live on my phone. And I just need to know, are you guys like tricking? Are you guys tricking me? um, if nothing happens with this live, I definitely will delete it because I already have a live scheduled for midnight. So if everything checks out, I'm very appreciative of having gone live in the morning at 12 a.m. And I'm looking forward to going live in a few hours, like at 4. But I just wanted to kind of see if going live now holds any water. So I know how going live on my OBS happens, and also I need to go live on the OBS to see if you going live on the phone if there's a difference. So I'm definitely doing that. I'm looking forward towards that because the difference is going live on my OBS. I can kind of put on a show, and I can do the whole screen share bit and show images and show together. We can read together or look at the images together, sort of deal. And of course, I'm on, I'm also live. So I'm just right now. I'm just looking to see if there's any relevancy. So I'm definitely gonna like just kind of hang out. I don't. Um, yeah, and it may be because like the people who are actually engaging me, you guys could be actually in another country. So I don't know. You guys could be, but I guess I will find out. Which one I'm supposed to click? Oh, I'm supposed to click on this one. Gotta go back. Yeah, so I just kind of want to see if there's a difference because I have no clue. If there's a difference of going live via my phone, it feels that why is it that something my phone works better going live than my app? Why is that? So I'm just very curious. Like, is there a special thing going on? Yes. Oh my gosh. It's responding to my phone. You guys are responding to my phone. What's up with that? When I go live on my app, what is up with that? Okay, now I know. Now I know. So I will work with you all. Okay, I'll start going live even more. Hi, you all are finding me on my phone. What's up with that? Okay, hi. I was just sort of doing a bit of a test to see how this works. Oh my gosh. What am I gonna do? Okay. I'm trying not to get shocked. All right. Hi, hi. This is insane. So I thought it was just midnight. So I can go live actually throughout the day. Only reason why I've been waiting till midnight is because I'm thinking you all guys only show up at midnight. Clearly, it is much more deeper than that. Yeah, I see you. I'm saying hello to you as well, and I hope that you all are having a good evening. Yeah, so I need to take you all a little bit more serious now that I know that you all can at least entertain the idea that you want to come say hi in the chat. Thank you so much for saying hi. Uh, I'm still kind of working a little bit, so I'm easy to get distracted. It says, can you grad your camera? Look, yeah. I could do anything. If If I put my mind to it, there's nothing I cannot do. Yeah. So I'm kind of yeah. I didn't even know if this would work, but something said just see, just try it. So I went live from my phone. Okay, I'm going live from my phone all the time. I don't know how this is gonna. This is so trippy because I invested so much into the whole PC, and it's always the phone. My phone is literally the magic. Can you believe it? The phone is the magic. Can you imagine? I've been trying all this time because I'm thinking the computers solve the problems. I thought I thought I had to wait on I thought you guys had to find me on the computer, but all the time, all I had to do was just go live on my phone. I'm Luckily I'm stubborn. I don't know what I would have done if I wasn't stubborn. Instead of saying, I would have thought, well, maybe it's me. Maybe they just don't want that. And then, of course, I'm so stubborn. I'll say, nah, they're just busy. That's my way of thinking. Nah, they just at school. I gotta wait for the kid out of church. Hey, oh gosh, this is gonna be fun. I'm shaking my head at my brain is saying, why can't they like I mean, they need an official book. They shouldn't do people like that. They know people want to come onto the camera, and who knew? All I had to do was go on my phone. Okay, so how are you all? Hello, everyone, including everyone using the different, in your own language. Hello to you as well. Yeah, I'm having a good day. Okay. When people are doing well, I'm kind of high off of that. Like I've been like people are well, when I'm interacting with people, I don't know how much you care, but people are telling me all the things they're doing in my ear, and so I get overexcited. I get over. Well, I don't want to say overstimulated. I get excited for them, and then it's kind of like I catch their high. So yeah, a lot of good stuff. I know. I love her. I love her so much. You're saying Clarissa, right? Okay, yeah. I love Clarissa so much. I don't know what it is. I love her. I loves me a good female champion. I don't know why. I just yeah, that's it just it makes me I get literally excited. Like I can take it serious. Like I'm like, yes, yeah, I did yeah, I just yeah, I'm I like I don't even watch battles in sports. I like to watch the clips, like when they do something amazing. I like that. I like to watch the end of the race. If it's a golf, only contact me when you're gonna swing. So I like action, but I don't like. I'm not like. She's one that I follow. I actually follow her. So but I don't I guess keep up with everybody. I mean, they just have to. I think that well, the reason why I like her is that she's entertaining. I like her entertainment. She knows she's entertaining, and she certainly knows how to sell tickets. And sometimes I'm wondering, like, did they rehearse a little bit of this? Like, is she like, hey, you gotta like look a little meaner, don't let me push you out the way. You gotta kind of like be like, yeah, you gotta be like like resistant because that's gonna sell tickets. I sometimes, but I know that's not the case. I'm not saying that they faking, but I know they mean business. But I do know she is what do you call it? She's what did I call her? I visited her one of her lives. I said you're a Not a good. It's better than a good sport. Sportsmanship. She has amazing sportsmanship. That's why I like. I like courageous, courage, wonderful sportsmanship. She has a code of she has a code. So I like the code that she goes by. Hmm. Yep. Yeah, she's exciting. She is. I'm sure if I went hunting, there's other exciting. Like I watch the men fight, but they have to like they have like okay, Clarissa, she has her beefs, and I like when she's she's going back and forth with her opponents. So I like all of that. So like when the guys like the what do you call it? The one I don't know his name. I don't know their names. I don't know both of their names, but they had a long drawn out. They were just going back and forth. Now I did watch that one, so I think what I'm attracted to is I like the chaos that comes with it. They gotta like make it into a story, things like that, and then I follow, and in my head I'm like, ooh, he said that. You gonna let him talk to you like that? So then that okay, that's why I'm caught up with her because she does I think it's easier for the women to do that than the men because women, they that's what they only women can be very exciting with their mouths, with their words. So I think that's what I like. I like the lead up, and then I like the sportsmanship. Yeah, it's exciting. It's all around. Right now, I think she's she knows she's at the top right now. She's like dominating right now. Says I want to see. I want to. Uh, I can't help but see that. Uh, that would be exciting, but that would kind of bite. Like to have to get whipped up back in shape and then go back in, and that would. Okay, I'm not comparing myself to to professional athletes, but okay, I hadn't walked to. I always walked to where we have the big lake and all that, and the wooded area and trails, and we had miles of well, they're bike trails, but I would run them, so so uh so I went walking. And I'll tell you, when I got back, it reminded me of all the times when I was regretting that I said, I want to be on the top team. But then when it's all done, your calf muscles feel like it's going to break the skin. That same feeling came back. And I said, oh, that's, and, but I'm surprised. It lasted for a few hours. It wasn't something, that, that continued. So yeah. So I went walking and basically, okay, so I'm 1.7. So it takes me 1.7 mile to get there. And then it's all the walking, whatever is out there. And then to come back, it's just, 1.7. So it's a good exercise. That was a great walk. So I'm only imagining because okay, so I was over a year and I had not walked over there. I felt good because usually I'm not walking, I'm running, and so I'm picturing she, she, like also I'm imagining you got to put yourself under stressful conditions, like if you've been kind of like at the spa, you've been like relaxing on soft cushion. You got to get back into the rigidity. You got to get back into discipline, put yourself under strain and pressure. I'm only imagining like trying to find that heat inside and trying to come back, for somebody who is already just there right now. Like they already had something, and they already had Chris already has a fire in her. So that would be nerve wracking. But she did say one thing. She says, "No, that's how not I'm moved. All I need," she said, "all she need is the money." I heard her say that. She said, "All I need is the money. You make the money, and you got to be worthy. You got to make me mad." She said, even she said, I heard her. She said it very clearly. She said, "Somebody worthy enough to make me mad," and all of this. And then they money right there, that about do it. That's what she said. She did say that. So we did now that very, very professionally, look, we got the money. Almost like a lot, it looked like a big lottery uh check. like we got it. And she said she'll add a six-figure chain on top of that. That chain is beautiful. She said, and she said she would take it off of her. And this is the she has other jewelry, but she said no, this is the real one. She said she would unclamp it, take it off of herself, and put it around her neck and fasten it on her for her, kind of like put it on. Like I took your chain, I took the 15. It's six figure. She says 100 grand chain, and she said that she would take that off and give it to her, and of course she would get the 15 million. But I could have sworn that she said Clarissa said she could add an extra million. So it's like they're even in a haggle because she said 15 to 20, and I could have sworn very lightly, kind of taunting, like I'll give her the 16 million. I'll even add a million. I could have sworn her energy said that. Like there's 15 million right there. I'll even make it 16, and plus you get my chain. So I'm gonna follow it. I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's people on the internet that because every time you sign up find those videos, and they always say it's always those, what would you do for like $1 million, or what would you do for an X amount of money? Half a uh, six figure, and they say the wildest things what they would do to someone or for that amount of money. So it should be interesting to see, uh, you know, uh, like, I wonder even in my mind, like, how is she processing the idea that somebody is giving her an opportunity to pursue them uh, like that for with a 15 millions with millions, just flat out to say millions as the prize. I wonder what she's thinking. I wonder what she's thinking. But these are people with money, so they understand millions. They've got it. So see, that's why this is exciting. We're watching a whole like reality show without the bouncers. I mean, they have the men will step in the way, but I mean, like they get to a point where it's like, let them go, let them have. They're in there now. You gotta stay out of the way. It's between the ladies. So I think that's why I'm caught up in this because it's running just exactly like a show, and Clarissa knows it's a show. Now Layla Ali, she's also hilarious. Yeah, their personalities are not like what do you call it? Like toxic and just just no. They're also actually funny. Like when they're taking like Clarissa's reactions to what's being said to her always cracks me up. And then Layla is her personality. And she's big and she's powerful. You could tell she's a powerful woman, but her woman comes out and she's all bubbly. Like she's so fun. She's I'm like laughing, and she's like she said, what how she said? She said, uh I asked Clarissa if she wanted to spar, and Clarissa said, "You want to spar with me?" Now? That was hilarious. And then I kept scrolling. I saw Clarissa, and she looks so small. She reminded me of the younger version, like the age she would have been when that was posed to her. It was so funny. It was like because it was like she was it was camera like the camera pan of her and she's distant and she looked, you know, smaller. Okay, she looks smaller, it looked like her younger self at that hour emerged forward, and she's catching up with the because she's gonna have comebacks. Her comebacks are perfect, and so she was like, then she's like, well, she responded. Now she says. I don't know who answered who. It's like they said they're okay. So Clarissa answered. We answered. Okay, they answered with we got this. So they're waiting for a response from Layla's team. So they extended it, but Layla said, well, it hadn't reached up to. It hasn't landed in my ears. I mean, they haven't called. It hasn't been called and relayed to me in my ear. That's how she put it. Yeah, I'm gonna keep following. Yeah. Oh gosh, I want to see that. But it's good to see. But as they're telling their story, they're also telling the story of other like boxers in the women's division. Yeah, they are amazing actually. So yeah, I like they have like clips up there, kind of like I guess it's almost like this is like the story is writing itself. Like they have all the opportunity to make it happen. There doesn't seem like anything is stopping them. I guess we'll just see. I'm trying. I told myself that I wasn't gonna ask my. I can always ask the crystal ball, but I told myself that I wasn't gonna look. Um, I'm also keeping my mouth shut about pregnancies when it come to her. I said I would in her chat, so I'm gonna because I'm gonna respect her boundary. Um, I'm just gonna wait to see what happens. But it's nice to hear that she's talking about it. So yeah, talking about mama becoming a mama. Um, that's on that like with everything else, with her being a warrior, her being a mama, that's very exciting addition to her storyline. Yeah, yeah. I don't watch reality TV, but it's like she's I don't know if they're like giving her things to say, if this is coming off the top of her mind, but her mind is she's sharp. My favorite scene is when she was kind of sitting, I guess, on the I guess the edge of the ring and outside of the ropes, and her next opponent comes up, her Savannah Marshall, after one of her wins, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm coming to kick your butt really hard," and she said, "What?" And they had to tell her it was like Savannah said she gonna kick yo in between your and the way she jumped down, she says, "Wait, hold on, wait, I'm not scared." That right there, that is iconic. Yeah, that definitely gave me a buzz. So yeah, I'm definitely oh yeah, it's this evening. We don't have too much longer to wait. They're like she probably aren't they ready now? They probably fighting now. I don't know what actual time they fight. I don't or they hold on. I don't know what time. Yeah, she's exciting. I'm not making any predictions. I'm not gonna really go into reading. Who is this, Lonnie? Oh, I don't know why she came up. Shows off new. Okay. one thing I will say, she she definitely is in love right now. You can definitely see that. There's no denying that. I think she's, well, I think she's in. I think she's already, like, she's in love, and this man in her life is getting her to talk about becoming a mother. But she did say potentially, but you know how people speak. They want something, they'll say, well, maybe or perhaps we'll have to see, because that another is language for well, she got to see what got to talk to her partner in this. They have to talk about it together. Send Cole message. What? Okay, okay. She see, oh yeah, that and stuff. She's got like some quotes, like she let it die. So like that was a shot at that. I mean, that was, she was saying that to Layla Ali. So like, and this is trending, and it's trending number one. So there's many reasons, to make that battle happen if it happens. It's definitely blessed. And up here goes. Clarissa Shields reveals baby plans with Papoose. It was 10 hours ago. Gosh, I'm good. See, I don't know what it is. You guys don't find me on my laptop, but you find me on my phone. I don't know what's the difference. I didn't even type in what the show's about. And I'd be like writing paragraphs and links and hashtags and search words on my computer, but now you all are finding me like, what is up with that? But I like also how it looks on the laptop. I don't know. I guess I'll figure it. But I'll read it to you. If I was on, see that. Here's the thing. If I was on my laptop, I could bring up and we could read it together. But I have to read it to you. I won't read it all because you'd be seeing the side of my face. Okay. I suppose. Okay. What's our plans? Okay, Clarissa Shields confirmed that she and Papoose are planning to have a baby in 2026, which aligns with what she was saying in an interview. Okay, made it clear that the relationship is solid. That's solid. Despite the online noise stirred up by everybody else, it's trying to expose their relationship. There it goes. 2026. You don't take a break. Go ahead and push that. Can I go ahead and skip? Can I go skip to the good part? I've been telling her. I've been telling her. Well, now she said she gonna do it. Before it was like I felt like, don't talk about that. Okay, a boy. I think a boy. I keep saying this. It's a boy, 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 a boy. Uh, the platforms where I work, I don't really read. I don't read paternity things except rare occasions, very rare, and I also code it, but this one's okay. And I'm in my YouTube channel, so a boy, and yeah, she she didn't make it. But she's got a battle. She's got to do this battle thing. So and I believe, and of course, so that's how MMA was like. Okay, MMA is done. She's got to focus on this, on her biggest battle, her biggest fight, becoming a mom, having a baby with her man Papoose, and then, um, but she said she gonna knock out, she gonna battle, she gonna battle along the way. Okay, I'm gonna stop reading because it's exciting. This is her story to live out. So the rest I'm gonna keep to myself. Gosh, are you been subscribed? Yeah. Whew. We'll see. Oh gosh. All right. Yeah. Yeah. She's exciting. Um. Yeah. So. Yep. I like her energy for sure. Mm. Well, I have other colorful things trying to show up in as in my peripheral. I just refuse to say them. I'm like, mm-hmm. Yep. I'm just agreeing with whatever I'm connected with right now. I'm like, that's a good one. But I'm trying not to say certain things right now. Okay, I'm trying to be. I'm being friendly. I gotta be friendly. Wow. So I can come on roughly any time. Okay. So I need to. I'm gonna start coming on more often, like randomly, like you know, but I still got to come. I have a schedule for midnight. So yeah, I need to get serious. So I want to focus all my energy on because I'm a little bit also spread out. Like I'm trying to do things on other things. I mean, I'm going to continue over there because I do other types of material, but this is the one that I want to be my stage. So I'm hoping that it becomes what it's meant to become. But I like also speaking casually as well, just like things that's going on at just day to day. But yeah, so it just depends. It depends on like what type of topics y'all like. I'm trying to. I am very open to talk about other topics and kind of like, yeah, you know that game 100%. Like you're really good at that game. But do you know this? Have you tried this? And I'm like, oh no, I haven't. So I'm open to other types of conversation. Yeah. Let me see. Oh, I had thoughts. I have thoughts. I I mean, and I was thinking about this just like the other day. I'm wondering if the gentlemen, like the mailboxers, like I don't know, I know this is far fetched, but like, are they just kind of like cooling it off a little bit to like, come on, let the ladies have their shine, man. Okay, all right, you know, like how people can come in and they like they are the men can can become prioritized, but it's like it feels to me like they created the women have created no the women did it, the women created their lane, but the men did they're kind of helping. It feels like they're organizing and creating a safe space for the women to do what they do. Ooh, and what's his name? Oh boy, the Olympic. The Clarissa called this out. Olympic, and she even apologized. But turned out that she was right. Uh, she got into actually Clarissa got into an argument with some things how she felt. Okay, I think thinking of Simone. I'm getting people's names mixed up, but she got into an argument with somebody about this particular athlete, Olympic. Uh, is it trans? I don't know what she uh, disqualified. She had all her. She got stripped but he got stripped of all his medals when it turned out that uh, here it is, a boxer who failed gender tests. He failed a gender test, and they let him participate anyway. But they end up removing him, and it kept making me mad because they never would address female. They would never say female. They kept saying woman, woman. But Iman Khalif can fact checking. It says while she may have been disqualified, she had been disqualified and sanctioned. So, but that was in a year 2024. But then there's some recent ones. There's some recent things, and yeah, Clarissa had called that. Well, all the professional athlete women called that. But Clarissa, she says, I'll box him, and he can't beat me. Of course, he said that too, but she said, but it's not fair that you know he's there, and if he is a man, uh, disqualified, sanctioned from the Olympics. Long it says have long competed as a woman, but were disqualified from the women's championship. They never want to say address the female part. It says they never want to. They never address that part. It says Lynn. It's the rules. Basically, it was like I read, not wrote, I read an article, and it was depicting um, her as him. That's that was my whole point. I kind of looked down a rabbit hole, uh, which you know. Let me see, 2025.